Hello, I have a collective reading today. Just want to preface this by saying I was shuffling the unicorn oracle, and for some reason I kept looking at the cards and I was like, why are unicorns such like a far-fetched like why are they mystical creatures if really it's not so like a rare concept for a horse to have like, you know, like the unicorn horn, like that makes no sense. Like that's doable is what I'm saying. It's almost like, so that's the energy. It's almost like accepting that there's magic everywhere or just mysticism everywhere, and it's just ready for you to like uncover it, or not just uncover it but like admit it, like see that it is there. So let's see what the the message is for today. I think it's funny how, I don't know why that's coming through. Interesting. Partnership. Okay. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. It's like finding like-minded people, people that resonate with what you have to say, what you have to contribute to, or yeah, it's like like-mindedness overall is what's coming through. I think I'm gonna do, let's do a soul card. Let's see. But I swear, I was like sitting here shuffling that deck and looking at the pictures, and I was like, why isn't this doable? Because there's a whale that has a horn like that could, you know, could be like the unicorn of the whale family. So why is it that maybe they just were extinct or something, you know? Okay. Peace. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. Okay. The negative energy is almost like it's relative. It depends how you look at it. Trust. Interesting. Because in the unicorn oracle, the two cards that I was looking at when I was thinking the whole thing that I'm thinking of saying, one of them was the trust card. So that's really interesting. Okay. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Okay. So yeah, the negative energy that needs to be released is almost like limited thinking is what needs to be released. Wow, the bottom of the deck. This is a beautiful energy. I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path, correct? Okay. So you being happy means that you're on the right path with the right people at the right time. You know, like not that you could ever get that wrong, because that's where trust comes in, right? Wherever you're guided, that's where you're meant to be. But it's like you're seeing the magic in things now. It also finding like-minded individuals, it it just creates magic. It adds to the magic, if you will. I think ooh, okay, no. I think I'll do one card from here. Let's see where this message is going. I can already tell it's gonna be like, ooh, hummingbird. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It ties into the collective from yesterday, the light bringer, you know, small but mighty. And yesterday it was the elephant, mighty, but like that kind of power, right? But this is also the same energy. How interesting is that? Very interesting. The hummingbird just resonates with happiness for me. Also like busy bee, like it's a, they don't really stop their heartbeats. Oh my god, there's a documentary about hummingbirds. If you guys like documentaries and like animals in general, there's a documentary about hummingbirds, I think in Prime Video. Highly recommend. I think their heartbeat is like, I'm not gonna say what I think it is because I don't remember the exact like the exact, oh my God, I can't get that out, facts, but their heartbeats like so fast, like super fast. So I don't want to take these, but yeah, I don't know why that's coming to mind. Some of you might be busy trying to find your people, kind of thing. They're amazing flyers. They hover. They're, the whole hummingbird, again, okay, I see that. I see what it is. It's almost like if they did not exist, they could quote unquote be a mystical creature because of just the statistics of the hummingbird as far as like how they fly. Interesting that I mentioned bees as well, because supposedly if you, science wise, bees are not supposed to be able to fly because of just how their bodies and their wings are proportion or something like that. So yeah, the same thing, like again, it goes back to, it's almost like what you're looking at it through a, you might be looking at it through a lens of science, or you might be trying to over explain or over dissect something that should just be taken as the magic that it is. Okay, it's okay to believe in magic as well. My nose is super itchy. Yeah, that is the message here. And releasing negativity is releasing limiting beliefs. That's what it's really saying to me. Strength. Ace of Wands. I think it's seeing the world in this way, or accepting this new passionate way of seeing the world for you is a shift. And it takes a lot of strength to not just for yourself admit that you could be seeing things in a more mystical way, but also kind of like being the person who believes in unicorns, for example, being the person who believes in fairies. It can make you an outcast. And I'm not laughing at you. It's like it could make you an outcast in to those around you, and you feel like you're like, am I strong enough to really stick to my beliefs? But the thing is, if these kind of ideas are in your awareness, you can't really, once you know, you know. Once you feel, you feel. Once you trust your inner guidance and voice, you can't take it back, you know? Okay, the sun. And the 9 of Wands as well. So you might be a little protective of the fact that it's all wands, and wands is spirit. So you might be a little protective of kind of what you believe. You might be keeping it behind. There's no easy access to it. But the thing is that the light is shining through. You can't help but shine this light or this new way of seeing the world onto all that is around you. And I want you to know that it's yeah, it will require a lot of strength from you to stay in this authenticity, really sticking to what you believe to be true, especially when it comes again to spirituality and the mysticism, because this really feels like literal magic, you know, like you might be questioning your sanity kind of thing, but at the same time you've never been, wow, the 10 of Wands. Yeah, you see how they're hiding? It's like they're hiding something behind all of these. You can't hide your light anymore. The fact that these 2 eyes here, I'm not laughing at you again. It's just, it's like a giddy kind of energy as well. It's like, I think you feel like you're a little kid again, because you're seeing things in such like a different way. And you are making those connections where you do see magic everywhere, and you're like, I must be going crazy because of that. You're not. It's a, if anything, that's a very welcoming energy. It's a beautiful energy to be in. You're just coming from a place of love and inner voice, inner guidance, intuition. Trust your intuition. With this card, it's like, I don't want to. This is the Two of Swords, but this is also the Hangman in this deck. The thing about the Hangman is they're hanging upside down. So whether you want to or not, and the fact that it's with the Two of Swords, whether you want to or not, this blindfold is falling off. So Spirit's here to let you know. It's also with the 10, 10, and then you go back to 1, back to the Ace, back to the beginning. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Because we have 1, 2, and then 9, 10. I think I'm gonna do one more card of these. I'm not getting the full picture yet. I'm hearing don't stop believing the world. This card has been in every reading since I grabbed this deck, and I've been reading with it again because it wants to be, read. It has messages. Sorry, confirmation, burp confirmation. Yeah, this card has been in every single reading that I do, which is an Ace as well. It's the Ace of Pentacles. So this is a very grounded thing. It's like Spirit is bringing all of this knowledge to you, and you might be refusing to see it a little bit, but it's going to get to a point that you can't refuse it anymore because it's in your face. It's almost like what you thought was a unicorn, right? Something mythical that you could never really see in real life. It's now represented to you as a hummingbird, as an Ace of Pentacles. So what was the Ace of Wands, which is this, is now the Ace of Pentacles. It's grounded. You see it. You can't help but look away. You can't look away from it, and you see it. There's also the world, again with the cycles thing, like ending and beginnings. You might be, and the fact that it's the world, you might be finishing or putting an end to the way that you see things around you, see the world quite literally around you. And your whole reality is like shifting. Your perspective is shifting. So that it feels like your reality has shifted as well. Who is to say? Who is to say that it's just a difference of perspective? It is what propels you into a new reality. It's just that now you're able to see what you weren't able to see before. But it's here because this is the Queen of two queens, the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands is here. So then, Spirit and like earthly matters, right? And then in the back of the deck, I have the Knight of Pentacles as well. So it's coming in. Maybe this kind of transformation has taken a while to come in with the step thing, like 1, 2, 9, 10. Like it was like a step-by-step thing, but it's here now. It's here now. It's materializing. It's in this world. I want to say, like, whatever answers you've been looking for, they're literally, the divine is here to tell you that it's here. It's time to trust, right? It's time to trust where you're guided and your intuition, and head in that direction with strength, because you're strong enough to like not just acquire this knowledge, but also put it to good use with the hummingbird. Because I was like, oh, busy bee. They're always busy. They're always eating because they need a lot of because of how tiny their body is, but how fast their heart beats. They burn through a lot of calories, so they're eating a lot of the time. I think they only take like 20-minute breaks or something. Oh my God, please go watch that documentary. I wish I would remember the facts, but I don't. Well, I remember, but I'm not like 100% sure. But justice. Okay. this falling under here, which is the Ace of Wands, it's another Wands and another. Hold on. This falling under the Ace of Wands is making me think of this shift that you're doing, this way of seeing the world that's coming in for you, new perspective. It's your karma. You deserve this, okay? That's why they're also saying you're strong enough for it. A lot of the collective has also been integrating a lot of shadow self or doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of dark night of the souls. Whoa, the Empress. Talk about quite literally grounding mysticism into this world. Wow. The Ace of Pentacles again. You see what I mean? Where it's like it's being handed to you, but it already has roots. It's ready to be planted. It's ready to be anchored. Okay, okay. This reminds me of, it brings me back to I did a channeled message this morning. I woke up at 4:17, and like at 4:20, I had to like start recording because it was coming through me, like I was channeling information. And I posted it. It's the last video before this one. And I said that I kept seeing the world with like this, with like dots of light. And this is what I was seeing, I think. Kind of like that, but not really. It's like you're anchoring, you're bringing from the mystic world, right? The the ethers. You're bringing this information and you're embodying it. And in doing so, you pass along the knowledge. Yeah, it's being handed to you, but you also put it to good use. Wow. There's some burdens around receiving in general that you have to let go of. I think that's what justice here is doing here with the shadows integration thing. Because there's a lot that wants to come through for you. I have a lot of major arcana here. Strength, the Sun, the happiest card in the deck, the Hangman, the World, Justice, the Empress. Very powerful energy trying to come through, like through for you to actually also have like, I'm hearing financial freedom, financial gain from it. But it's almost like just by you sharing this knowledge is how you get that. You don't need to do much. You just need to, again, be like a channel for this energy. Wow, yeah. There's a lot waiting for you. There's a lot of equal give and take waiting for you. Reciprocity. Reciprocity from like spirit, the divine, honestly. Whatever worries you've been having, they want to bring peace to that. Now I'm seeing birds, bluebirds in this right here. I don't know why that caught me off guard. The Knight of Wands. Okay. When you get out of this energy, which is happening, I don't think you could stop it. Look at just how magnificent this energy looks. When you get out of this energy, you're going to celebrate it. You're going to celebrate this new passion that you found. Again, I just keep seeing the same thing. The little dots. Rising or coming. It could be either or. It's like a communication. Yeah. It's infinity, right? It's an infinity. It's an equal flow, give and take with the universe. I cannot stress that enough. This is like the divine. This is not, I mean, it could be with a person, I guess, but with partnership, but it doesn't, no. It's like you and your shadow are your own partners, right? You're doing this. But in doing that, you're also doing that with spirit, like equal give and take. It's like you you become a channel for spirit, right? You become a channel for love and acceptance, and you keep following your intuition, and in doing so, it's like you're rewarded for it, if that makes sense. That does make sense. I'm saying if that resonates is what I meant to say, because it does make sense. Whoa, 2, 3. What did I say about like steps? There's a lot of steps. 1, 2, 3. It's like once again. Yeah, you got to choose how you're going to channel this energy, bring it forth in some kind of creative endeavor, feels like to me. And then once you start working on it, you just wait for your ships to come in. You wait for your rewards, and you will be rewarded. That wants to be the message very clear, okay? That you're not going to be led astray. If you felt like you've been led astray before, I'm hearing it wasn't the right time yet. You had a little bit more to grow and integrate in your own path in order for this like divinity to flow more easily into your life. Also, it's about you knowing who to give to and who to not give to. Not from a place of judgment. That's not what I'm saying, but it is from a place of, again, you've come into the awareness of just how special your divinity is, how special your energy is. And they don't want you to put it towards what's not meant for you. Maybe you struggled in the past with choices. With justice here, it obviously leads me back to Libra, because that is the card of Libra. And Libras, air signs in general, they might struggle a little bit with overthinking, maybe not seeing things for what they are, because they just cannot make a choice. And with the trust your intuition, your inner guidance here, it's like you have now tapped into that well of information, of knowing where to put your energy or where to not put it. I'm hearing when to pry, when to step away. When you're really in flow, okay? You're really in flow here. Without this flow, I like how this is in the middle of 3 and 3. Without this flow here, you wouldn't you wouldn't be able to really take advantage of all this information coming through for you. Partnership, I'm keep looking back at this card now because it makes a little bit more sense. Is your discernment regarding partnerships has shifted or has increased, or you tapped into a new inner knowing in regards to relationships, and who you're not staying unless there's reciprocity anymore. And it's not that you're going to like just cut people off out of the blue. I think there's conversations to be had, and things to be looked at in different ways, because the hangman also, it's like you flip your beliefs on their head, but it's to see it, to be enlightened in a different way. You are willing to see things differently. So therefore, now you can see things differently. You wouldn't be able to until you were ready. This message took a while to develop. Whoa. The Two of Swords again. You see how she's blinded there? And the Tower. The fact that she has like a Libra here, that's interesting. Like a balancing thing. Okay, you might be very worried about the fact that the Nine of Wands is also here. The Nine of Wands is here. A lot of double cards. That just serves as extra confirmation for me. You might be too worried about making sure that everything is balanced, everything is well taken care of, everyone's okay. And you can't really ever do that. The only person that you could really do that for is yourself. That's the only thing. You don't even have control over that, over yourself in a way, but you do. Like, The only thing that you're being asked to worry about in the moment is yourself, because of the power that you bring forth. You just gotta make sure that you're stable, making the decisions. Make decisions. Don't keep it all in your head, overthinking. It's not gonna lead. I mean, eventually it will lead you to the right path, because if you don't make the decisions with the tower that came out, the universe will make the decision for you. That tower strikes, and it's like a brand new beginning, because it scrapes everything away. It's like, imagine I just go like this to the stable and it's blank, and then I get to start again, kind of like that. Don't overthink. And that explains the energy in the beginning here, where I was just like, what's the message? I swear, like in my head, I was like, I see it, but I can't see it. That could be you. That's your energy right now. You might be going in circles about things. There's a lot that you have to kind of just drop. You know, when this gets overwhelming like this, how it's not easy for you to like grab this pile with one hand and then slowly start taking things off. No, the easier thing to do is just drop it. You know, let the pieces fall where they may, because the universe is here to tell you that you are supported in your decisions. As long as you're making your decisions from a place of intuition, you can't go wrong. Even if it feels like the wrong thing in the moment, you cannot go wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. You just gotta make a decision, okay? Make a decision. But I think you're making the decision towards something that is equal give and take, is what I'm trying to say. Like, because now you kind of really know what you want. So in knowing what you want, you're coming into the awareness of what you want. Therefore, you know what is for you and not for you. So that makes sense too. I don't know what. Excuse me. I don't know what page. I don't know if I'm just gonna open to a random page. I think so. I don't feel like adding all of these numbers up, so. Interesting. I like this. Dance, creature. Put down your pen, lift up your limbs and dance to greet another golden morning. Wow. Okay. Interesting enough, when I was shuffling this deck as well, the card about dancing came up as well. So that's very synchronistic for me. I was shuffling, but maybe I should do that on camera. But then my videos will be like 2 hours long, honestly. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I think it's over here today. Dance. Some of you are being called to dance. I like that, actually. It's pretty cool. Dancing is very therapeutic. Like, it's super helpful to kind of just release stagnant energy. If you need grounding, if you need, like, the fact that she's playing drums and probably the horse is dancing in the back, very synchronistic. You might also, there's a dance that you do with all the energy around you. There's if you think about it, all the planets are moving, everything's dancing and moving, vibrating. The more you do that in your life, you release stagnant energy. If there's a lot of heaviness about you, energetically, dance. You can dance it off. It works. I do that all the time. In my room, I'm just with my headphones blasting, mostly trap, but everything, reggaeton as well. But I just, you just dance and like it feels good. I'm gonna show you the hummingbird. If you want to pause that and read it. Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Yeah, that intuition is kicking in, my friend. You can't deny it. Once you really feel that intuition, it's really hard to turn that off. You've probably been doing it your entire life, picking up intuitive hits everywhere you go. But once you really tap into it, there's no going back. Okay, take it from someone that has been through it. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and positivity. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to those sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. Okay, again, knowing where to go to be replenished, knowing, first of all, I can tell you right now, if you need replenishment, grounding, the whole dancing to ground yourself would help you there. However, this also speaks to the partnership thing. Go where you are replenished. It's not that those are the only people that serve purpose for you. That's not what I'm saying. But because you are a natural giver, and honestly, I'm hearing a natural healer, you have to have people around you. Every healer needs a healer. Every therapist needs a therapist. Kind of like that. That's what this is speaking about. The sacred elixir springs from many sources, but usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. That's what you're being called to do. In doing those things, you come into a soul family and people that are like-minded. Follow the way of the hummingbird and you cannot go wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. When in balance, smart, curious, and loves to learn. When out of balance, pushy, insistent, and sharp. To bring into balance, take a class. So you might be exploring something new to learn. It does feel like a spirituality. Welcome aboard. once you're on this boat, it's beautiful. Honestly it is. If you are someone who resonates with this reading, I can tell you what I've realized about myself, because it applies to these collective as well. You are a wanderer and you're a student of life. Quite literally, that is who you are. And now I understand why I was quoting the documentary I saw. You might be those people that you gather a little bit of information from everywhere, and you know a little bit about a lot, and you might think that is like that's not useful. It is. It really is. It really is, because it means that you have so many interests that you can connect to so many people, and because that is in your nature to do. But because you are that kind of person that connects to everybody, that's where the discernment comes in, of making sure that you know where you are going to be replenished. You know that you are going to have partnerships where you give, let's say you're giving spiritual advice or spiritual knowledge or discussing these things, someone that can reciprocate that for you, or else it's not going to feel right. It's going to feel like you're drained all the time, because there's no one, again, there's no reciprocity of your energy. Beautiful, beautiful message. I think there's a lot for you to dig into. Spirituality is limitless, okay? Limitless. Don't limit yourself to one belief or whatever. Be a skeptic about this. Literally, be a skeptic. Ask for proof from the universe. Whoever you were starting to kind of dig into, believe, deities, fairies, I don't know, the infernal divine, archangels, whoever it is that you're kind of like tapping into. It feels like a lot, honestly. With all of these stuff here, feels like it's a lot of stuff that wants to come through for you. But there's a lot of space that you need to make for this kind of knowledge as well. Drop all of these things that you're hiding behind. Like, if they don't serve you anymore, if they just keep you like in a fear mentality, don't follow that belief. Fear has nothing to do with the human experience. As far as, if you follow your joy, that's where your growth is. Like, fear doesn't lead to growth, is what I'm trying to say. And I think you're someone that wants to grow. There's a lot of energy here. You have a lot to give, and therefore you have a lot to receive as well. I hope this resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.